Welcome back to the channel. We're in the garage today and we are back on the DR650. This is basically part 5 of kind of restoring my neglected DR650 I bought now, I don't know, a year or two ago. Time kind of gets away from you. At this point, I don't know if it's really fixing many of the original components from the previous owners. At this point, we are just upkeeping. But I will show you a few more bits I do need to replace. If this is your first time watching one of these videos, my name is Jordan, and this is part 5 of kind of working on this bike. It's all connected down below in the playlist. You can see where I've taken this bike, all those adventures. Speaking of adventures, that's why we're doing all of this. We're heading into the summer of 2025, and I'm about to take my very first long distance trip on this bike. Without further ado, we are going back to the MABDR. If you don't know, that's the Mid-Atlantic Back Discovery Route. If you've been around on the channel for a while, I did attempt this once before. We actually took my Harley Sportster down, met up with a whole nother group of guys down there, and we made it a few sections in, and then I think a few people got overwhelmed, a few things fell apart. Somebody might have driven their bike off a hillside, and another person might have broken their ankle. Sounds like a Harley trip, what can I say? But we are going back down on a dirt bike, and I'm going down with my good friend Ed on his Husqvarna 701. Some of you might have seen him in one of the other videos. Good? There's Eddie.
What up?
What's up? We're basically going to go down and make it a leisure trip. We want to enjoy it. I want to sightsee. I feel like when I went down on the sports, we just blew past all the highlight moments, and we want to go down, take our time, sightsee. In this video, I'm basically going to be changing out the fork fluid. That's a service. New brake pads. The one other thing I'm going to do is I dropped down to the factory tank to make it kind of a lightweight adventure bike for Ohio. I'm going back to my Cherbus tank, the 5.3 liters, so that I don't really have to worry about fuel for at least 250 miles. Now, am I going to go 250 miles between fuel stops? No, probably more like 100, 120 maybe. But having that extra range just in case, I'll feel pretty good about that. The biggest thing I'm excited for is I bought a steering damper for the bike. I've always kind of felt like the bike up at highway speeds, around traffic, hitting those types of bumps, the bike kind of feels, you know, light. And that's pretty typical for this type of bike because it is set up more for gravel roads and trail riding. So I do prefer a stiffer feeling handlebar with the sensitivity on it. I've just always been like that. Makes me feel a little more comfortable. Took a little bit of the funds from one of the bikes I sold and kind of splurged a little bit for the DR. It's probably the most expensive part I've ever bought on any bike that I've owned. So this is my Cherbus tank. You can see it identifies as a CBR 1000, so that'll be really nice to have that type of power going off-road. Over here, this is my new steering damper. So you can see I got the Pt.5. Comes with a new riser setup, some bolts, and the neck clamp. I will have to disassemble basically all of my pretty work I've done up here. So if you want to see me fabricate this piece here, I have a video on it, go check it out. But I got to undo basically all of that to add on the new stabilizer. On top of that, got some new brake pads, fluid, and I'll probably lubricate some of the cables and whatnot. Let's start tearing it down. Oh, Jesus. Interesting.